I like that we've sort of tidied it all up. It's all done. I feel like I've come in here. It's a one-stop shop. Cardboard or a basket, that's fine. Burn me, done. Boo. Ashes
Botley,
of Glastonbury.
frozen
Botley,
piss,
Michael
loads of
Ball.
gags, rave up, rave up.
Rave up, rave
Sorted
up.
it.
Boom.
We've done it.
Oh. This is such a great service. Can I pay you for this?
Hey there, I'm Mel Gedroych, and this is the podcast where we invite fabulous guests to plan their dream death. Welcome to...
There's a way.
And hark, what poor soul joins me in podcast purgatory today. Why? It's only a blonde bombshell of a national treasure, the former queen of breakfast radio, a woman who has roused more Britons from slumber than a double espresso chased with a car alarm. You can't say she didn't make the most of life. She certainly had a ball. It's the marvellous
Zoe Ball.
Why did I never get jingles like that on Radio 2? For goodness sake.
Exact. Can you remember your...
choral. Delightfully choral.
Can you remember what your jingles on Radio 2 sounded like?
I think it was really irritating. All I can sing now is Claudia Winkleman. She's left. I can sing hers and I can probably sing everybody else's, but I can't remember. The Scott Mills Breakfast Show. That's Scott. That's his one. I can't even remember mine. But I always loved that Righty had his own orchestra. Righty had his own orchestra, who would play all his jingles, and they were so cinematic.
Yes.
And, I miss that.
Yeah.
And I just never quite had the gravitas to go and get an orchestra to play them for me.
Well, yours was pretty, it was pretty perky. It was pretty perky.
Good, perky. Like my boobs once. My perky boobs once. Oh, God. It's really lovely to see you, by the way.
So
Can I say?
lovely to see you.
And to sit between the, what are these called?
Pillars.
The pillars.
The pillars. Now, Zoe, I hope you'll be able to stay for a little bit of 6 Feet Under as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's the Barnacle podcast.
That's what you call it. Gene has clung to the side.
Yeah, just clung. Very important, but just there. Just there. No, it'd be lovely. It'd be delightful. And if you haven't subscribed already, you can go to Apple Podcasts to subscribe, or go to wherethere'sawake.com for all that kind of housekeeping subscription stuff. The Deathlings are watching. That's why I keep doing that. Slightly cheeky nod to the Deathlings. They're always there. They love us. They do. No, we love them. It's mutual. Now, Zoe.
Yes.
We must do this, which involves some selling, and then back for more of the juice.
Hurrah.
Sorry for saying juice, that's just weird.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go away. We'll be back after this short break.
It's good that they have names, isn't it?
Yeah.
Deathlings, Barnacle. I like it. I'm loving all your... I need to learn all this stuff. I'm such a heathen.
We've got
diggers.
Diggers
who listen to Dig It. Yeah.
What about Diggory Pokery?
Diggory Pokery is good.
Something, I don't know.
Can someone write that down for me and remind me later? Because this is the thing I'll forget. And I'll be like, Mel came up with a really good idea.
No, you're so kind.
Diggory Pokery.
Bit of Diggory Pokery.
Oh, I love that.
If there's a bit of a sort of, a hovering... Extra business. Exactly.
Diggory Pokery.
Welcome to the pod, Zoe Ball. It's so lovely to have you.
Thanks for having me.
It's just great.
I already feel calmer just for being on this little cloud.
It's lovely, isn't it?
This cloud of serenity.
Yes.
Calmness.
Take your shoes off. I often do. If you want to, that's absolutely fine. That's totally good. Now, Zoe, I'd like you to imagine, and can I just say, we are absolutely devastated that you have shuffled off the mortal coil.
Oh, you say
the
that
nation.
Now. Thank
we
you.
Are. We are.
Yeah. Has there been a bank holiday? No, there hasn't been. Is there a rumbling of a plaque? No.
There's definitely the rumbling of a plaque.
I'm hoping there's a plaque of where I actually die, but we'll come to that.
Okay, good. Now, so you've gone.
I love it. It's so good. It's good to do this while you're here.
Yes.
I think. Thank you for having me to do this.
No,
I think
agree.
This is really good therapy.
I totes agree. Can I just say I'm not remotely qualified though? I've got no freaking training in anything. So, all the best.
But you have, because you've experienced life and you've experienced death.
Well,
so
yes. Have you done any training in anything else apart from...
Oh, God. Well, I did some training in becoming a lifeguard and it was absolutely shocking. And it was sort of fired after a day after someone...
Did you get up in the chair?
Hit the slippy slope. Yeah, they came down a slippy slide and went into the pool and they hadn't been in water since they'd had a drowning incident, an almost drowning incident. Someone had shoved them down a slippy slide at a leisure pool and then they hit the water and it really wasn't deep. It was only up to the knee and started to have a bit of a moment. Oh. And someone was blowing the whistle going, Zoe, get in the pool. And I was just looking, thinking, what the dickens is happening? So that's the only thing I had training in and look how successful I was there. Not great. So I've had zero training.
Did they sack you?
They sacked me.
They did sack
Understandably.
You. Did you get to sit on the high chair?
Never got to sit on the chair.
Oh, Zoe,
never.
I'm sorry. Because that's kind of why you do it.
The whistle.
It's the authority.
Exactly.
It's the status of the high chair.
Yes.
It's the bloody whistle. Right, the thumb is hovering. So you're at the Pearly Gates.
Here I am.
Here you are. And whether that is a set of gates with St. Peter, all the above, that's up to you.
Yeah.
But it's at that crunch point where you're almost sort of between life. Well, no, you have
You're betwixt.
You're betwixt.
But you're betwixt that world and the next.
And this.
If there is another one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wherever you are.
Would you have some good things to say in your defence that they should literally open up the gates straight through Ms. Ball?
Firstly, I would expect a welcome from all the fuckers who are up there because I've lost a lot of them and I'm expecting to have some kind of welcome party.
Yes,
I mean, it'll be hilarious if we get there and go, oh, what? None of them actually? None of them?
They can't
Nothing
be
came to see.
They can't be us.
There are so many of them. I've got friends up there. I've got family up there.
Yeah.
I talk to them on a regular basis. I talk to them up in the sky.
I do as well.
Oh, I talk to them all the time.
Same. It's really comforting, actually.
It's so comforting.
I still text my mum.
I still text my mum.
I'm so glad you say
I really
that,
do.
Zoe.
I text her all the time.
I'm so glad you say that because when I first started doing it, I just thought, Is this a weird thing? But I actually find it at moments of crisis when I really don't know what the jeffing hell I'm doing, just to text her and go,
Because that's what we would do.
Yeah.
And
constantly.
I've just been on holiday with my kids and I saw a shooting star and Woody said, make a wish. And I wished that my mum could be there. And as I wished that to myself, Woody looked at me and he went, I know what you just wished. And it was that really powerful moment of, well, she is here. She's here. She's here.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
But I go to ring her all the time. I go to, tell her things. I must tell mum that.
Yeah.
So it's a really lovely thing to be able to text the people that you loved. You can't, their numbers are forever in your phone.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, then my mum's there. Billy's up there. I've got lots of friends up there.
Yeah.
So there's lots of relatives. I'm hoping for a welcome and I'm hoping for a vouch that they will be like, she's all right. She's
good.
One of us.
Yeah.
Let her in. Okay, like going to the front of a queue of a club, which I would never do because I'm too polite. I'd always go to the back. So it's like I will wait my turn, but can there at least be someone there to say, she's all right, let her in when you get there? The other thing is, I went to Catholic school, Mel.
Same.
My dad sent me to convent school.
Oh, you went to convent school?
Someone down the golf club said, you want to get your girl down there.
Okay.
And your parents just do what they think is right for you. I was taught by nuns, most of whom were absolutely lovely, but I learnt Matthew, Mark, Luke and John off by heart. It was on the road to Capernaum. Now, if that doesn't get me in, I'm not massively religious. I believe in love. I believe in being good to other people. Compassion, exactly.
Forgiveness,
and treat people well and, so if that has, because I've carried Catholic guilt my whole life. I'm not even bloody Catholic.
But I'm so sorry.
Girls, you must behave this. I shouldn't do no cultural appropriation. I'm so sorry.
It sounded Cornish to me, but
it did.
Carry on.
That was supposed to be Irish. Sister Kevin, my lovely head
Sister
teacher.
Kevin is a great name.
How confusing for a girl. You go to convent school. There are lovely nuns. One of them is called Sister Kevin. I'm sorry. Why is she called Sister Kevin?
Sister
Immaculata. She was one of my favourites. Sister Agnes. So I could recite, and all that time and learning about the Catholic religion and I'm like, I have Catholic guilt. I've carried it my whole life. Does that not help me through somehow?
I think you're going to be good as gold, actually.
Yeah.
I somehow think as a somebody who was christened a Catholic, and Mum and Dad both had very strong Catholic faith, I sort of, which is wrong of me, but I somehow feel that's kind of enough to get me through. It clearly isn't.
I slightly think.
I feel a bit smug.
Well, it's a bit daft because, I haven't particularly practiced, but I have practiced being a good human on the whole.
Yeah.
I think there's a few instances could be raised.
I think the fact that you've had a brush with Catholicism and you seem completely fine and it didn't sort of, affect you too badly.
Not too badly.
No, I think that's really, I think they'll love that. They'll love that.
Like you, Mel, I love a bit of camp. I know it. I love a show tune. And I'm hoping that if I said to them, look, I can do the whole of West Side Story from beginning to end, the film version. I could probably do the whole of Grease too. I don't know whether that has quite, but I could be like, look, if you want someone to come in and
West Side Story, man.
Do a little bit of a...
Would you be a jet or a shark?
Oh, I'd be a jet.
I think I'd be a shark.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. I'll see you there.
Mind you, you've got the great opener, haven't you?
You've got the great opener.
Yeah, amazing.
And when you're a jet, you're a jet all the way from the first cigarette to your last dying day. We once, on a drive to Glastonbury Festival, sang the whole of it for our lovely passengers. Norm and I in the front of the car, and I remember we got to the festival and they were like, is it over now?
Had you got to the final?
We'd done the whole show. Done the whole show.
Oh my
God. I mean, you love it, you love a tune. You can hold a tune, girl.
Well, no, that's company. No. Holding a tune is very much where it stops. Yeah. I'm not trained, but I do love. I think you're through the gates,
right?
Am I in? Absolutely.
Thank God for that.
I know. I think
Thank God for that.
No, it's very strong. Now, Zoe, this is the bit of the podcast where we like to hear all about what you were grazing on before you carked it. But a twist. Ha-ha! Our beautiful friends over at Tender Stem are sponsoring this episode, and because Tender Stem broccoli makes the perfect side to your roast dinner, we want to know all about it. The last roast, hopefully, will include the... Look at this.
Is that Tender Stem broccoli?
It's Tender Stem broccoli.
The best kind of broccoli.
Yeah, but I'm slightly annoyed because last time I was florist and I actually made a bit of an effort. So I created some height with some paper, with some scrunched up paper, and then the broccoli was sort of flowing out of it. That's just been put in willy-nilly. Like pencils into a pot.
It is like pencils into a pot. Shoddy. I don't know, but it's still, and it's not got any water in the bottom. Should it have water in the bottom?
Of course it should have water.
It might wilt. Oof. It's not on the turn.
It's not. It's
very fresh. I like the idea of a last roast.
A last roast.
It's good, isn't it? Because it narrows it down. Because how do you choose?
Yeah.
But a roast is good. Now, if I was... You see, I'm going to tell you about how I would quite like to die in a minute. So I wouldn't really know when to have that because there's no planning. There is also always the thing that you might have to have whatever it is liquidized if you're not well, if you're poorly. This is why I want a different kind of death. But anyway, if I had to have a last roast, could I go full out and have a Christmas dinner?
Sure.
It is slightly heavy.
No.
It might be too much. No. But even if it was just a small, like a mouthful of turkey, a mouthful of pork, love a pork with our roast. We do love a pork. And I want all the trimmings. I want the red cabbage. I want the sprouts. I want the crackling. I want a cauliflower cheese.
Bread sauce?
I don't do bread sauce. It makes me gag.
Really?
Flowery. Flowery. Can't do bread sauce. Joe Wiley loves a bread sauce. Can't stand it.
Sauce. Really?
No, I like a gravy. And I'll have every condiment.
Yeah.
I'd like horseradish. I'd like mint sauce.
Great.
Northern family. Yes. I'd like,
Yorkshire
apple sauce, cranberry, Yorkshire pud thrown in there.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are talking a huge plate, but small. It might have to be cut up small.
Little tiny.
If I'm struggling at this point.
Oh, so... You might not be.
I might not be.
You might have it and not even know that it's your last supper.
You might, exactly, which I think is a better way.
Yeah.
So, and what a... Yeah, actually, I don't want to spoil Christmas Day for the family.
Actually,
Boxing Day. Yeah, maybe. But...
Boxing Day. If you had to choose 2 items...
Yeah.
This is a kind of almost a tangential podcast in itself.
I love it.
If you had to choose 2 items from your Christmas dinner, what would they be? The 2 best items?
The 2 best items would be... Oh, God.
I know exactly what it is for me. I've thought about it often.
I think it would have to be a roast potato.
Oh, lovely.
And some red cabbage.
Oh, nice.
Because my brother does it with like...
cranberries.
Cranberries and,
Bits of
I
apple.
don't know, stuff goes in it and it's bloody delicious.
I bloody love a bit of red cabbage.
I do love a red cabbage. Right, okay,
I'd go PIB, pigs in blankets.
Okay. I forgot pigs in blankets.
Pigs in blankets. And bread sauce, I'm afraid.
And bread sauce.
Yeah.
We can keep your bread
100%.
sauce, but I might swap out my red cabbage for a pig in a blanket if that's possible.
Yeah.
Pork, anything pork based.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Delicious.
Where would you be for this Last Supper? Would you be at home, or do you have a special place that you go to for a roast that you would love to go?
I kind of think I'd quite like to be at home with everyone, with all the business, and everyone's had too many drinks. You know, it's and there's the music's on, and that kind of joyful carnage, ruddy red faced family time,
boiling
which
hot.
can be so stressful. But once everyone's had a drink, once everyone's kicked back, once there's a mountain of food on your plate in front of you, everyone's so happy.
It's so good.
You know, and it's before everyone gets a bit tetchy later on.
Hungover.
And, everybody's a bit hungover. So at that point, there is something wonderful about family and that relief of being with everyone you love.
Yeah.
That, we made it. We're all here.
Yeah.
Here we are. And that also that moment of ones who aren't there with you, always the glass to those who are missing.
Yeah.
So there is something very emotional about a Christmas roast lunch and that time together. I treasure it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's different people because you can't always be with everyone.
No, absolutely.
So there is something joyous about that. And I've appreciated it more and more as I get older and older.
Samesies.
It's like, God, no wonder my parents wanted everyone to come and be home.
Or
just to have some of you for some of that time.
I also now really get why my mum could have taken a glass of brandy into the bathroom with her at 5 p.m. I totally get that now.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, isn't it? Just that relief.
The relief.
She literally always did about 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And a fag. She said, no, I'm not smoking. We knew she was smoking. We could smell it. Fag and a brandy in the bath at 5. And I totally bloody
get it.
Totally get
just
that.
Yeah. It is done.
We've done it.
Moment. We've done it.
Yeah.
Everybody's that lovely
everyone's happy.
level
Everyone's okay.
Everybody's okay. Everyone's eating their own body weight.
Oh my God.
And now we can just relax.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
We, of course, love the Dig It podcast with your good self and Joe Wiley.
Oh,
dream team, right?
Wiley. Do you know what? It's funny because we don't see each other because she's up there, up north, and I'm down south, and we would only ever we'd actually text each other because we'd never see each other at work unless there was a team photo or an outing. And we laugh because each week I don't really speak to her until I sit down in the chair and it's like, Joe, what have you been doing? I sometimes see what she's doing. And it's great. It's like therapy.
Yeah.
We love our diggers who listen to Dig It and tune in and they share everything in life. Life, death, the whole and everything in between.
She's a great gardener, isn't she?
She's
Joe?
a brilliant gardener.
Yeah.
She is. And she has really come out of her shell. I've heard Joe Wiley tell stories I never, ever knew I would hear.
Well, that's because she's with you.
So it's that thing with podcasts, isn't it? You say all sorts of things and then you hope that no one...
You really do.
I'm like, could you maybe...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to, I don't know, you're younger than me, but I don't know if you have got to the stage yet where
I'm the same. I'm 1970.
I'm 68.
Okay. It's only 2 years.
I've got to the stage now where I actually don't mind.
Don't mind.
Don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
It's quite a relief in a way, isn't it?
It's great. You don't have to try to be anyone. You're not to impress anyone. It's like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
You either
deal with it.
Love it or,
Deal with it, definitely.
Exactly.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I think we've had enough chat. We've had enough chat to sort of ease us into this. It's a slightly stark jingle I'm about to play.
Okay.
The death.
That's how I want my death to be. The death. I have talked to my kids about this a lot. I would like a comedy death. I would like a quick, oh my God, you are kidding me. That's how she went. How hilarious is that?
Yeah.
Now, not many people get this, but the falling piano crushed in the street. You know that great moment in A Fish Called Wanda where Michael Palin is he trying to kill the lady? He's trying to kill the dogs off or something or other. Because she's getting in the way of the plot.
Yes.
And then the concrete falls, but it kills the dogs.
Yes.
And he's wincing because he's killed the dogs and not the lady.
Yes,
I can't remember why he's trying to kill the lady. But the concrete falls and you splat and there's just your feet sticking out the end. It's quick. You don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
And people go, oh God, but she's gone. How tragic, but how funny.
And how unforgettable as well.
And how unforgettable.
Yeah.
People won't ever forget. Then you can have your plaque. In the street, Zoe Ball squashed by concrete here. 19, whenever it is. No, we've passed that, haven't we? We're in the 20,000s now. But that thing, you've got no idea it's coming. It's sort of like an Acme Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote.
Got it. Cartoony.
You know, I mean, Roadrunner never died. And poor Wile E. Coyote. I mean, the poor bastard, he invested so much into that fucking company and they never killed that fucking Roadrunner. But I would like that sort of, you know, I don't know. You fall down a hole you don't know is there. Boom. But instant. You don't know it's coming. So there's no suffering. And when people have to make the call, you know, the call has to go out. The text has to go out. It's usually a call, isn't it? You don't text. You call someone to say, I'm so sorry, I've got some terrible news. She's dead. But you won't bloody believe how it happened.
It's
block of ice from an airplane. Boom. I don't know where these block of ices, but they do, don't they fall from airplanes?
I thought
doesn't that happen? Or is it from
frozen urine?
Frozen. Is that what it is?
It's frozen wee wee.
So even better, you're killed by a frozen block of piss. I mean, it's kind. And preferably before I've got to the point where I am pissing myself. Okay. If we could just have that before the point of nappies and bedwetting. I mean, wouldn't it be great to just be like, oh my God. It's the way she would have wanted to go.
No, I mean, it is. It's really good.
I like an instant. I would like an instant.
A good bit of physical comedy.
And one that makes it into is it the book, the Darwin book?
Oh, yes.
Of funny deaths.
Of stupid deaths.
Of stupid deaths. You know, and some of them are, I quite like reading those.
Yeah, they are good.
So it's sort of memorable. It's, you know,
it's
funnier
fast.
than it is tragic.
Yes. And it means your loved ones don't have to go through an elongated, you know. No, I like it, Zoe.
Yeah. Is that all right?
Yeah. Should we say the frozen block of piss?
The frozen block of piss falls from
the Aer Lingus.
As I'm going off with my shopping trolley to do the big shop. Boom. Gone. And then you can have there's a hole in the concrete. You know, I don't mind if there's a little bit of a hole in the pavement for a couple of months afterwards, which is cornered off. I'd you know,
this is great.
It was.
That's
where Zoe Ball got splattered.
And no one would ever forget you.
They would never forget you.
Not to say they would anyway.
Well, they may well,
but
because
you know. Well, we know
the part who was killed by a falling block of ice.
Aer Lingus frozen. I don't know why it's Aer Lingus. I've just got that in my head now. I like the idea that it's Aer Lingus.
A short haul fly.
And now over to our deathlings. The deathlings, who we love and adore, are very, very good at being in touch. And if you look up in the the beautiful bouquet,
beautiful bouquet, which is, look at these red roses.
Red roses, and I think someone's been in touch. If you wouldn't mind.
Right, this is an email from Rod in Whitstable. What a lovely place to live, Rod.
Oh, Whitstable.
Love it down that way.
Bougie, isn't it?
Sportsman, very nice pub.
Oh, lovely.
Dear Mel and the gloriously morbid, where there's a will, there's a wake gang. When my uncle Derek died, the family gathered to mourn in the traditional British way by making industrial quantities of tea, avoiding eye contact, and unveiling a cheese board so large it could be seen from space.
Brilliant.
Just as my aunt was giving a heartfelt tribute, Derek's cat, Mr. Tiddles, a creature famously unmoved by human emotion, I know the very kind of cat, leapt onto the table, dragged an entire wheel of brie to the floor and sat on it completely like a furry paperweight. He's nosed the cheese. He's properly in the middle of the brie. The room was the debris of the brie. The room went silent and then absolutely fell apart. Tears, laughter, the full works. It was the first moment anyone had breathed all day. And honestly, Uncle Derek would have bloody loved it. He adored cheese and chaos in equal measure.
Mr. Tiddles, man.
Mr. Tiddles. He just knew. He was like, this is just too much for anyone.
Yeah.
Let's break this up. Let's liven these people up. Let's do it in a Derek fashion.
It's brilliant. Quite a big cat, I'm imagining, being able to drag a whole wheel of brie. That is genius.
It's so good. Thanks for a podcast that proves death can be sad, silly, and strangely comforting all at once. Here. Yours in dairy-based disaster, Rod. Rod, that's glorious.
Rod, you do need those moments, though.
Oh, thank God,
yes. Of laughter.
And you need it all. You need the full sort of wheel. You need the wheel of sobby, snotty stuff.
Yes.
I'm hoping that to get a bit of that.
Yes.
And maybe one of my children and possibly, a brother. Yes. I have 3. Well, Nick doesn't cry. He famously doesn't cry, so he might not cry.
Wow.
Nick and I have an understanding that if I am in if I don't get the comedy death, the block of ice from the plane, and I'm in some kind of state in hospital and the decisions are being made about turning off. Yeah. Okay. That if there is any sign of life in there, I will give him the sign.
What is the sign?
He said, okay, so if nothing else moves, but there is a bit of brain still working, that he will look to me, and if in the eyes, I will then go, and he showed me the sign and he went, so it goes like this. Left, right, round, up, over, down, cross, up, and he did this ridiculously convoluted routine of eyes. He's like, have you got it? So it makes me laugh so much that as if that was happening, as my the last thing I would see would be my brother leaning over going, nah, she's got it wrong.
Because you've got, yes, exactly.
Because I'm like,
you got the routine wrong.
It was left, right, no, over and on. I love that.
Dear listeners, if you want to get your mail read out on the podcast by one of our spectacular guests, like the brilliant Zoe Ball, the email address is mail@deathpodcast.co.uk. We go through all of your correspondence over on 6 Feet Under, so make sure that you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wheretheresawill.com for all the details. Would you go for yours full bloody bells and whistles? Do you want a big kerfuffle, or do you want quite sort of stripped back? And
I don't mind a big kerfuffle. I don't want it to be too long. I think you don't want them too long and too. But I'd like my friends and loved ones to have somewhere they can go. Yeah, and you come in and have some music and have a bit of a and I don't mind where that is.
Really?
I think it doesn't have to be in a church. It probably wouldn't be in a church. Yeah. We had a really lovely one for my mum. This fantastic place at the foot of the Downs. It was a really beautiful place, a lovely place called Pangbourne. They actually have lots of weddings there, I think, as well. And it was it was a really happy place to be. And we had a choir. I wanted a choir. So I think it's really important.
I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind the whole of Jesus Christ Superstar for mine.
For beginning to end. Great. Okay, yeah.
Just a bit. I mean,
do you know what? You're sort of thinking about the music coming in. I'm like, do, do, do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Yes. Well, maybe you should have West Side Story featured somewhere.
I mean, that could be.
That's quite good, isn't it?
Oh, there has to be some kind of show tune involved.
Yes.
And I'd love people telling the funny stories, the daft stuff. Yeah. And also what I'd really, I know this is quite camp because I love a show tune. I was wondering if maybe I can get Ball or Ball and Bow to sing Some Enchanted Evening. There's something about that song. I don't know why. It's from South Pacific, which is quite dated in its ways. But there's something about that song that just makes me burst out crying. I think I'd get them to do it because it's just sort of like
I think you need the two of them.
You need
the harmony. You need the harmonies.
Ball and Bow. If they don't mind, I've gotten in with Ball. He's a top chap.
Ball is quality.
And he's sung at some really lovely events for me, actually. He's such a good sport. So I'm getting the request in now.
He's a really lovely guy,
He's a gorgeous man. He's so much fun.
Yeah.
So Michael, if you would sing Some Enchanted Evening for me at my funeral, there's something about, that song. It's like, look, there's the story of someday you may hear her, you may hear her, you might see her. So it's like finding the love of your life, going for the love of your life. And there might be more than one love of your life, as many of us have proved.
Absolutely.
But also it's just about love, and it's also about you may hear her laughing. It's like that thing that when you're gone, you can still hear the laughter of those you've loved and lost. And the opening refrains of it, I'm gone, I'm a basket case. I'd like it to have the same effect on my gathering, if that's possible.
Yeah, it's a really good shout, that. Yeah. I think that's lovely.
I think you want a song, you want some pictures, don't you? And some funny things.
And Ball.
Can I get Ball? Michael, can I book you? Thanks, darling.
So strong.
This episode is sponsored by Tender Stem Broccoli.
She's good. Right, Goddess Charlie, gather round yourself. Easter is nearly here, the first bank holiday of the year. Spring, yes, hope, renewal, redemption. And in our case, obviously, more death.
Listen, one can't fully celebrate a resurrection without also paying respects to the celebrity undead.
Exactly, Charlie. And speaking of resurrection, stay with me, I've got the perfect tip for bringing back your Easter roast from the dead.
Well, hallelujah, Mel. I've had the misfortune of experiencing a roast or two that looks like it's passed over to the other side, if you know what I mean.
Flatlined? Yeah, gone cold, lost to time. But fear not, Tender Stem Broccoli is here to put some spring into your luncheon.
Amen. I love me some Tender Stem. Roast it, boil it, steam it, air fry it. It's ready in literal minutes.
Heck yeah. Listen, it's the perfect way to upgrade your table. Impress the family and pretend that you've got your life together.
Great, because my family can't question my life choices if they're too busy admiring my bougie broccoli.
Good. Add a packet of Tender Stem Broccoli to your shopping basket this Easter. It's broccoli, but better.
I also quite like the idea of, depending on the time of year when I cop it.
Yes.
If it is summertime.
Yeah.
Take some of the ashes. I'd quite like to be cremated. I just think bang it back in the earth.
Yes.
Could some of my friends take some of my ashes to Glastonbury during the festival? Doesn't matter where. Nick, Emily, I hope you don't mind, Michael. But I'm sure there are probably quite a few people's ashes at Glastonbury. You just take them, put them, And so, because that is the place where I've had the most fun with my friends, with my kids. I love that place, and this, on the ley lines. Yeah. And I love the idea of on one of the afternoons or the evenings or up at Shangri-La, your mates get together and everybody has a little bit and you scatter it around at the rave. So you're forever in that fabulous place, because I've had so much fun there. God. I love that place.
Do you think it's still as fun as it once was?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I really do.
Yeah.
I think moments of, watching Elton John with the kids and, and then seeing the Arctic Monkeys, but then dancing to a Bhangra band who are playing, I don't know, sort of crazy Bhangra Russian cross in a little tent in the Greenfields. So much fun. The wander up to Shangri-La and the fields to go raving, the sweaty red being in the download. It's such a special place and I love it. And I've spent so many wonderful days there with friends and loved ones that I love the idea of just a little bit of me being there. I mean, my mum said, when you're dead, you're gone. And there is something very boringly final about it. You know, I was hoping for sort of slight Kathy hauntings in my life with people I've lost, and they really are gone. It's so sad.
Do you think that?
I do. You know, it's like, but they're with you in your heart and your memories and in music and in adventure and in the stories and the things you've shared.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of universe of the love that people brought into your lives is always with you. Yeah. And then you'll find it and it'll come to you at the strangest moments. So full on rave, please.
Full on.
I'd like that.
Rave.
Full on rave.
I've suddenly remembered the last time I was at Glastonbury, I did a few shifts on a friend's bar. A friend of mine ran a bar there for ages. It was bloody hard work.
Was it full on?
And I lost him loads of money.
How? What, you were just giving out drinks?
Well, he took me through it and it was too quick.
God.
So we were making cocktails. We had about 4 cocktails.
Oh, God, that's too much, isn't it?
It was 2019, I think I was last there. So it wasn't that long ago at the time of recording. And I thought he said triple shots.
What did he actually mean?
Oh, he's single. So I was doing these cocktails and I was
that's quite a massive thing to get wrong.
I know. And I know, really bad.
Oh,
and also,
shit.
But
a lot of happy people.
But people did keep coming back.
That's why.
People kept coming back. So I thought maybe I'd sort of evened it out.
Also, I like the fact that they were coming back because it's you as well. They're like, you won't bloody believe it. There's Mel over there giving us triple shots.
But I don't even.
For a quid?
No. I think the cocktails were £10 each. Okay, that's kind of all right, isn't it?
Yeah, a cocktail is pricey these days, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's still a tenner, but you know,
you were losing him a lot of. Oh God, he's not asked you back.
No, and we were kept on bringing out more and more bottles. Where's the Bacardi? Anyway, no, I must get onto that next time. I'd quite like to go to Glastonbury next time and not be doing. The shifts. Although it was lovely and it was really good fun, but I think next time.
Well, it's not on this year, time recording, but it will be back, and it is just it's a special place.
Now, we've pre-plaqued. You've got your plaque up. That's all in place. It's always lovely to have somebody say some nice blooming things. The smoke can be blown even in death, can't it?
It can.
Somebody's done that for you, my friend.
Ironic that the name Zoe means life, because this Zoe is dead. Zoe Ball, the ball. And we are hit hard, bawling our eyes out. And now it's lovely that she's asked me to speak, but I suspect I was the choice because she's hoping for mates rates on this. Well, Zoe, no charge. The ball bounced into the world in 1970 in Blackpool, of all places. Convent educated with aspirations of acting. Ball eventually rolled into television, initially as a runner, but she made her way presenting on the radio and TV.
Reverend Kate.
Meaning that we got the joy of having our eye on the ball.
She's good.
She's rocked in it a few times, and more than once the ball has been thrown around. But I have seen her face these inevitable challenges with stoicism and tenacity, fierceness and determination. A hard ball. Bouncing back each time and always keeping the ball rolling.
Botley just keeps them coming.
Treasure and a blessing to the world. She was a mama, a daughter, a lover, a fighter. She was statuesque, a tall ball, a high ball, not only in appearance but completely in character.
This is like beat poetry.
The whole ball of wax.
Wasn't
the beautiful belle of the ball. A ball is a grand sort of party. Glittering and fabulous. Well, we are richer for having been guests at the glitter ball that was her life.
Kate.
Rest in peace and rise in glory. You marvellous.
I'm going to cry.
It's really lovely.
That's so... Reverend Kate, I love you, Botley. Isn't that brilliant?
Poetic.
And can I keep that on tape?
Can.
I can give it to Nick, who doesn't cry.
Yes,
and
good.
And they've got that. So if Kate can make it, then she can come and do that live if she wouldn't mind, mates rates.
Yeah.
But if Kate's busy, because she is busy at weekends, she has a lot of funerals to cover and weddings and stuff, that they could just play that out. Reverend Kate, I love it.
As she was doing that, I literally
saw her.
But I saw her in a kind of shades and a beret.
Nice.
It was sheer, just like
she'd be in gold as well. She wears a lot of. She wears. You saw beat poetry. Yeah, beat poet. I like it. See, Kate will wear
Oh, she loves a costume.
She loves a costume. She'll wear a headdress. Oh, that's sorted then. Well, I like that we've sort of tidied it all up. It's all done. I feel like I've come in here. It's a one-stop shop. Cardboard or a basket, that's fine. Burn me, done. Boo. Ashes
Botley,
at Glastonbury.
frozen
Botley,
piss,
Michael
loads of
Ball.
gags, rave up, rave up.
Rave up, rave
Sorted
up.
it.
Boom.
We've done it.
Oh. This is such a great service. Can I pay you for this?
No payment required.
No payment
required. I have one more thing to ask of you, dear Zoe, which is this. It's a no expense spared.
I don't know. This looks like it might have cost a bit.
It's heavy. You're not allowed to turn it round. You're not allowed to turn it round. That's part of the whole thing.
Yes, of course it is.
Now, thank you very much once again for coming on the pod. You will, if it's okay, come over to the Barnacle.
I'd love to be barnacled.
But for the moment, Zoe, if you wouldn't mind giving that a good old spin, and it will tell you where you're going to end up.
Spin, 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 spin for your sins.
Okay, Deathlinks, to find out where Zoe Ball will be resting for all eternity, head to our bonus 6 Feet Under episode, where my good self, Zoe, and one of the goddesses will be getting stuck into all your brilliant correspondence. So you have to make sure that you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com to get in on the action. And while we're there, don't forget to check out Dig It with Zoe Ball and Joe Wiley, wherever you get your podcasts. It's brilliant.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
You're listening to Where There's a Will, There's a Wake with Mel Gedroich. The senior producer's Charlie Morrell and the producer is Naya Dio, otherwise known as the Goddesses. The engineer is Gulliver Lawrence Tickle. The assistant producer's Rani Prescott, the production coordinator's Eric Ryan, and the executive producer is Ollie Wilson. Music by the Rathbones. And a special thanks to Chris Skinner.